Ever wonder how lenders decide what your future home is actually worth? And what happens if an appraiser is for less than what you offered? Let's break down the entire home appraisal process and what makes it unique here in Virginia. I'm Cody Adams with Rooted in Richmond, your locally grown agent right here in RVA. In this video, we're diving into everything you need to know about the appraisal process, how they work, Virginia laws you should know, and what to do if the value comes in low. Let's get into it. A home appraisal is a professional estimate of a property in its fair market value, ordered by your lender to make sure the home is worth what you're paying for it. Most appraisers use the sales comparison approach, meaning they compare the home to similar ones that recently sold nearby. Appraisals help protect both the buyer and the lender. It's a reality check for both before closing. In Virginia, appraisals are done by licensed professionals, and yes, they have to be licensed under Virginia law. There are 3 levels of appraisals here in Virginia: licensed residential, certified residential, and certified general for commercial. No one is allowed to call it an official appraisal unless they're certified by the Virginia Real Estate Appraisers Board. Here's how the full process plays out. Your lender orders the appraisal, usually a few days after your offer is accepted. The appraiser schedules a visit and inspects the home inside and out. They compare it to recent sales and evaluate conditions, size, upgrades, and location. Then they deliver a report, usually within 7 to 10 business days, stating their opinion of value. Now, if the appraisal comes in for contract price, that is great. Everything keeps moving forward to closing. If the appraisal comes in lower than your contract price, it can throw a wrench into all the financing. But you've got options in this case. You can negotiate with the seller to lower the price. You can cover the difference with cash. That's called an appraisal gap. Or sometimes we can challenge the appraisal with better local comps and ask for a review. If you're using a conventional loan, the appraisal process is usually a bit more straightforward compared to an FHA or a VA loan. The appraiser will still determine the home's market value based on recent comparable sales, but there aren't as many government-imposed property conditions standards to meet, like you'd see with other loan types. That means homes with minor issues or cosmetic flaws may still qualify as long as they are generally safe and livable. Most conventional appraisals are completed with 7 to 10 business days after they are ordered. Now, if you're buying a home using a VA loan, which is a great benefit for eligible veterans and active service members, the appraisal process has a few more unique guidelines. The appraiser will still determine the fair market value of the property, just like they would with any loan, but they'll also check the home meets something called minimum property requirements, or MPRs. That just means the home needs to be safe, structurally sound, and move-in ready. So things like working heat source, no major roof issues, and no safety hazards. VA appraisals also follow a specific timeline, typically around 10 business days, but they can vary based on location and demand. If you're using an FHA loan, your appraisal will look a little bit different than the conventional one. Yes, the appraiser will still give a fair market value, of course, but there's also checking that it meets the FHA's minimum property standards. They're looking for things like working heat, no peeling paint, secure handrails, roof is in good shape. If a home needs repairs, the appraiser may flag it, and those repairs usually have to be done before it can close. That doesn't mean FHA is a bad option. It's actually a great option for a lot of first-time home buyers, but just know if you're going FHA, the home has to be in decent condition. Now, I'm not a lender, so if you're thinking about using a conventional VA loan or FHA loan, I always recommend speaking directly with a qualified mortgage professional, Jackson Brower, this one's for you, who can walk you through the details of what each are really about. Whether it's your first time or your 15th time, understanding the appraisal process really helps avoid surprises. So that's the full breakdown of how appraisals work here in Virginia. If you're buying a home soon, this is one piece of the process you want to be ready for. Hit the like button if this helped you out, subscribe for more local real estate tips, and drop your questions about appraisals in the comments below. I'm Cody Adams, and I'll see you next time here on Rooted in Richmond.